Welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Briana, and welcome back to Scrap a Sketch and the Big December Sketch Fest. Now, this is where Lisa Sikorsky does her sketch, and this is the one we're using today. And there's a challenge along with it. Today's challenge is to use no pattern paper, and I thought it would be easier than what it was. Lisa over at her Facebook group, Scrap a Sketch, which is linked below, has albums, and she will give prizes for people that follow the prompts and put pictures of their layouts in the album. She also has a Facebook group. She also has a website, scrapasketch.com, where she has printables and sketches for sale. So here you can see a picture of myself and my husband. This is the first picture I took when we were on the tram on the way to Disney. I pulled out colors from my shirt and from his shirt. And then at the beginning you would have seen the companion page, and that's kind of where that red color comes from. So my first thing to do is to use my Bo Bunny newsprint stamp, and I'm going to stamp all the way around the page. I won't have you watch me do that all, and I'm sorry for the camera shake, but I do get the first one down, and then I'll show the last one as well. I didn't do any overlapping until the very last one. Now, when I get the paper down on top of it, I don't think you're going to notice the overlapping at all, or it's just going to look like it's supposed to be that way. The sketch does have a frame like that, so I now have a frame like that. I made the mistake. I used what I was going to frame my photo in, and I punched out Mickey ears. So here's me grabbing a different piece of paper, and I just take my cranberry ink pad from Close to My Heart and use that directly onto the paper to give it some color so that I can mat my photo with this. And there it is. The two banners I did cut out with my Cricut. I thought about stamping those as well, but I've already, done the ink to paper on the frame and stamped the newsprint around the outside. So I'm just going to get those glued down, and it provides a nice pop of color. I do have some stickers that I'm going to use, and I'll pull those out in a moment. I also have that bigger Mickey head there. In addition to what I have punched out, I had just made a kind of a cut file, honestly, with my Cricut, and so I had some of those punched out, but I did not end up using those. Here I am sticking in my light blue paper that just scraps instead of a full piece that's going to go behind this to make it look like it's one piece of paper. And I'm just going to use the sticker sheet to kind of as like a T ruler, because I'm going to go straight with the bottom, and it's going to allow me to get the second piece kind of lined up with the first. I'm trying to be really careful. I had ink on my fingers from stamping the newspaper, and I don't want to smear ink all over the papers. So next I am going to, this is my Catherine Pooler Midnight ink, and it's nice and juicy. I'm not used to edging or kind of doing ink to paper with these juicy ones. It worked out really good. I like the random pattern that's on it. It's just a very different look than you could see. It's a different look than what went with the cranberry around the mat. Here I have Ellie Studio puffy stickers, and I use two of the light blue stars to go on my flare. I do like to layer things on flare. And I will get the Mickey head down and the flare, and then one of those stickers that you see on the top there, they both say magical. One says magical vacation, and then the other one just says magical. I did not realize that until after the page was completely done. Not that I don't like it, it's just kind of something weird that you would just keep saying magical on the page, but I'm not going to complain about it. And I do put some adhesive down on all of those three pieces. Well, obviously the sticker is adhesive, but I'm not going to press down. You're going to see me press down pretty hard there we go, once I get them like right where I want them. Now I'm going to put some splatters on. There were splatters on the other page. I am using Tim Holtz Distress Mica Stain, one in Winter Frost and one in Tart Cranberry. And this really goes together so fast. It was super easy to use the sketch, super easy to stamp it so that we don't have to not worry about pattern paper. Here I do grab off some chipboard phrases for my title, Our Happy Place. And I don't usually do like a vertical title, and I rarely do a title around the corner, but this fit in so nice. How could you do anything different? So used my Barely Art glue to get it glued down, and that's going to be it for me. So check out Lisa's Facebook page, check out her website, enter yourself for some prizes, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thank you so much.